Hello and welcome back to my playthrough of Final Fantasy XVI. Done what I said I was gonna do. Honestly can't remember, it's been a few hours. I can't remember what I said, but I've done whatever it was anyway. So let's carry on, shall we? There is another Wall of Memories item. Is that because of the, is it a medicine chest that we got from Taya?
There's something about it. I feel like it's...
I think so.
calling to me.
Right, let's have a quick look then, shall we? Medicine chest, it is indeed. A beautifully carved chest that opens to reveal countless compartments full of tonics and tinctures. As Clive often proved a difficult patient, reluctant to come to the infirmary, Taya commissioned this curio that he might take a part of the infirmary with him. What's that now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We've got 10 out of what? I think it was 22? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, yeah, 22. God knows what I have left to do to get them. Because I think we're like in the last leg of the game. Like right at the end, back to their origin. I'm pretty sure that's the last bit. Unless I speak to Otto and then everything else becomes available. I don't know, let's talk to him, shall we?
Still alive, I see. Something tells me that eyesore on the horizon is your doing. How'd you manage that?
It's a long story. One that I'd rather only tell once.
Right. All hands on deck, then.
Of course. Oh, everyone's here.
Is this everyone? As I'm sure you've all guessed, the crystal which now commands the eastern skies was summoned by Ultima. He called it Origin. Though the significance of that name is as yet unclear.
What does it matter what it's called? Its emergence tore Twinside asunder and wiped my homeland from the map.
Mention of the Dominion spires can be found in the oldest of Valisthian records. But to the best of my knowledge, none provide any hint as to their true nature. That they would prove the horns of some slumbering demon. Well...
The Dominion's demise was at least quick. Elsewhere, the Republican army cannot hope to contain the chaos engulfing Randalar. Canva is in flames, and the Empire...
Our allies are crying out for answers. I've sent the Cursebreakers to give them what assurances we can, but right now that amounts to fuck all.
They wouldn't be able to stop what the skies have started in any case. People here and across the realm grow sicker with every passing day.
Could it be that this new Mother Crystal is like the others? That it draws upon the land's ether? It certainly looked that way from stone here.
If that were true, it would explain the hastening spread of the Blight since the crystal's appearance. Would it not?
Indeed.
And as the land's ether slowly rises to the surface, it pools, corrupting all who cannot channel its energies. Archay above, ether floods below, and in the middle, here we languish, hopelessly entrapped.
It's all right. When we faced him at Stone here, Ultima told us his true power quickens in the halls of origin. Needless to say, we cannot allow that to continue. If we are to stop him, we will have to find a way into the crystal.
How are we going to manage that then? It's up in the sky. And fast as she is, the Enterprise can't fly.
It's a lot to take in, and I reckon we'd all benefit from some time to clear our heads. The answer will come to us. Don't you worry. Ain't that right, Clive?
Right. That's right.
Well, go on then. Bugger off. Same goes for you, Clive. You won't solve anything like this. Trust me. Go and get some fresh air, eh?
Okie dokie.
Thank you. Joshua seemed upset.
See what Dion has to say first.
There is much to consider.
Why is he whispering? Yep, still nothing new.
Ultima may have created us, but he doesn't make us who we are. Only we can do that. And if he would have us fight for our survival, so be it. It's what we've been doing all along.
Much like Ultima himself, it would seem. His new world being naught but a means to survive. And so, we must contend to decide which of us shall inherit the land. Should Ultima prevail, it will mean death for us all. Of that, we can be certain. But even should he fail, what world awaits us? A withered, godless place, where our newfound freedom will most like prove a chain in itself.
Well, that may be, but a chain can always be broken. As long as one has the will to break it, it won't be easy. It may take generations, centuries of suffering. And that is if everyone plays their part. But it will happen. And when it does, it will be on our terms. That is the world that awaits us.
Indeed. And what better world could one wish for?
But first, we have to reach that crystal.
We do
Then
indeed.
it's a good thing I have wings.
You can barely stand, let alone fly. And only the Founder knows what horrors await in those skies. Are you certain about this?
Am I certain? I am the Phoenix. I will do what I must. This is our fight. Remember?
All right. I yield. But only what you must, yes? I'm still your sworn shield.
That you are.
And what of my wings? Lest you forget, you go to stand against a god. I would not have you succumb to fatigue before the fight begins. Ifrit, your brother mentioned that some few of the dominants who had lost their power to you were still able to prime. Is that true?
It is. But their icons no longer submitted to their will.
Then mine will have to be stronger. That you both might save your strength for the battle to come.
You don't have to do this.
If you do, there's a chance you might lose all you have left.
And what have I but regret? My life ended in the Dominion. I fear death no more. Besides, I would have words with Ultima. He has much to answer for.
He has indeed.
We are in your debt, Dion.
We can speak of debts when this is over.
He speaks like a man who knows he's not coming back. And has come to terms with that.
That doesn't mean that we have to. Does it, Clive?
No.
Time to talk to Jill. I only hope she understands.
Can't Ifrit just pick up the ship and jump that high? Surely it's able to jump that far, right? Maybe not, I don't know.
Come to wish on a star.
That might not be such a bad idea. This is it, Jill. You know what I have to do. Why I have to do it. There's no turning back now. This is where our journey was leading us. Where it will end, for better or worse.
I could pray to Metia for you. But you'll be all right, won't you, Clive? You always are.
I did promise we'd watch the moon together.
I'll be waiting.
Here's up. Brighter than usual.
It's almost time. Better make sure I haven't forgotten anything.
Right. Make for Origin. There is a shit ton of side quests. Bloody hell. So side quests all over the place. Oh. It's 1, 2, 3. 3 in the overworld. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Plus whatever them give. Okay. I guess we should start getting them done. In search of a lost tome. Reluctant as I am to add to your burdens, I would ask your aid in a personal matter, albeit one that may be beneficial to your cause. There exist ancient texts deemed so injurious to modern thought that mere possession is deemed a crime, and it was a chance encounter with one such tome. From a distance, that sparked within me the scholastic curiosity which burns to this very day. I wish to enlist your aid in reclaiming that text. Should you require further incentive, know that I am willing to offer compensation for services rendered. Vivian. Yes.
Something tells me this is no mere adventure story.
Right, let's go talk to Vivian, shall we? She's still in the map room, right?
Vivian, I read your note, and I'd be happy to help you find the book you're looking for.
Thank you, Clive. But tracking it down will not be easy. Are you sure?
Please.
Indeed.
You have always granted me your wisdom and insight whenever I asked. It's only right that I return the favor. Or at least attempt to.
You are too kind. Alas, what I ask of you is rather more trying than delivering the odd lecture. I spoke with Harpocrates to see if he had any inkling as to where another copy might be found, but... But perhaps it is best that you hear the details from him.
If you say so.
Okay.
Forgive me, Clive, for asking this of you. But this book, it set me on the path to becoming who I am today. Its importance cannot be overstated.
Okay, time to talk to Harpocrates.
Ah, Clive, my boy. What a pleasure it is to see you.
Harpocrates. There's something I need to ask you. I've been charged with locating a book called From a Distance.
Then you seek a rare gem indeed. One whose name I had not thought to hear from your lips. You've been talking to Vivian.
Right as always. But she didn't seem keen to tell me very much. I take it she didn't like what you had to say.
And yet I gather it did naught to dissuade her. Clive, if the young professor has tasked you with obtaining a copy, I fear she asks the impossible. The executors would not allow it.
The executors?
Who are they?
Covetors of secrets. A clandestine organization committed to the collection and intenebration of forbidden texts and technologies. One such text being the tome Vivian seeks, chronicling as it does the true history of the enslavement of bearers. A tale which could overturn the established order were it ever to become widely known. Or, so rumor has it. I've never actually read the thing, or even set eyes on it for that matter.
How is it that I haven't heard of this organization?
Why, secrecy is the executor's watchword. They lurk in the shadows, emerging only to seize that which must be seized, be it books, inventions, or people, before disappearing again, leaving nary a trace.
Which would explain why Vivian's copy was snatched from her grasp not long after she found it.
By the hand of the executors, yes.
But what drives them? Self-interest or ideology?
A fine question. Sadly, All that is known of the executors can be recounted in a single breath. You may just as soon ask me of their origins, numbers, or the identities of their leaders. Any answer I give would be pure speculation.
Then my hunt was doomed from the first. What was Vivian expecting? That I'd pluck it from thin air?
Yes.
Not
Yes,
from
she
thin
was.
air, no. From ash. Rumors of the executors are rife among the scholars of Storm, but rather less so across the strait. I have a friend. Well, I had a friend in the village of Garnick, a collector of rare tomes, upon which subject we would oft correspond. Alas, I have heard naught from him since the skies fell dark. And no doubt he too has turned. But though he did not mention it by name, it is possible that a surviving copy of From a Distance yet rests upon one of his many shelves, quietly awaiting discovery. If you were, by some chance, able to save even a single book from the poor man's library, I know his soul would rest easier.
Very well. When I next find myself in Waloed, I'll be sure to pay Garnick a visit.
Right. Do we have any more hunts left? No. Why is there no hunts coming up? Unless there is and we just... Did we do them all? Pretty sure we did. I don't have any images on my phone anyway.
Do you think they'll come back?
Ooh,
Of course they will.
that's bugging
It's just
out
a
a little
big
bit.
crystal.
Right above my
How
sword.
hard could it be?
Didn't really notice that until now. I don't know if it's ever happened before. Oh, I thought that was the guy that was worried about the blacksmith then. Cute little thing. No, there's no more. Surely there would be. I'm right at the end, so it would be now that they'd appear. I don't know. Maybe doing these side quests will, yeah, maybe doing these side quests will, unlock them for us. Where are we meant to be going? Ah, Garnick. Over there. We've been there.
Get surrounded.
You're finished.
Oh, I thought I was far away enough. Clearly not.
It's over.
There we go. 1200 XP? Bloody hell. Why is Clive in the battle stance still? Okay. Maybe if I attack, he'll stop. Maybe not. Never mind. We're almost there.
The entire village looks abandoned. Now, which house would a bookworm live in?
A big place so he can hide all his books, right? There's an item over there. Don't mind if I do. This place. Ooh, hello there. From a oh, that was fast.
This is it.
A complete botany of Banes.
But if what it says is
The folklorist fabulary.
true, I need to get this back to the hideaway.
Royal Intelligence Training Report. We're gonna get attacked out here, aren't we? I would have thought people will be waiting for us.
Leaving so soon, stranger? We've been watching you. From a distance, so to speak.
Subtle. I know who you are.
Then we need not waste time on introductions. Hand me the book.
Nope.
Leave it in our care and return to your life.
Your care? Do you mean to burn it or bury it?
That is not my decision to make. But by one means or another, its contents shall be removed from the common record.
Then I'll have to politely refuse. I won't let you erase our history.
Then we find ourselves at an impasse. Very well. The book can just as easily be pried from your dead hand.
If you know who we are, that'll probably be a mistake on your part.
Let's see, shall we?
Alright, take this. There we go. Ooh, that sounded horrible. Clutch mine, wireite, steel silk, and magic ash. Not bad amount, to be fair.
Impressive. But we have other means. We shall claim the book yet.
Why do you want it so badly anyway?
It lays out in no uncertain terms the vanity and avarice of mankind. It tells the shameful history of the persecution and oppression of a gifted few by a giftless many. Would you say that this interpretation was correct?
I don't know.
You don't know. Your sword may be sharp, but your wits are dull. So let me answer for you. There is no correct interpretation of history. That a series of events took place may be proved beyond a doubt. But there can be no single, immutable explanation as to why they came to pass. It is a question of numbers and of belief. If enough people believe that a set of events occurred for a reason, that belief becomes the truth.
So you're trying to control the truth?
We are trying to protect people from themselves, from knowledge that would bring them naught but pain. That is all. You may keep the book, for now. The world is small. We shall meet again. Until then.
Wait! Damn it. Let's get this back to Vivian. Perhaps she can explain what that was all about.
Indeed. Back to Vivian we go. I can't believe the first book I look at was the one we needed.
Vivian. I found it. The book you lost.
No mention is made as to the name of the author, whether that is because the title page has been lost to time, or because the tome was published anonymously. It is impossible to say. Okay.
You found it. Thank you, Clive. Even though I asked this of you, I was not entirely sure it would be possible. I feared the executors had seized every copy.
I met with one of these executors, and I convinced him to let me keep it. He told me something. That the truth is just a matter of collective belief. And that if enough people believe a lie, that lie becomes the truth.
It does. But it also means that the truth is not immutable. That it can be changed. Provided that those who wish to change it can convince enough people that their perspective is the correct one. As the sad history of the bearers proves.
You said that the book inspired you to become a scholar.
It did. Or its author, rather. She was a heretic, you see. A firebrand and a dissenter. A gallows stood ready for her in every corner of the realm. And by shunning society, or perhaps being shunned by it, she stumbled upon a truth so potent that an entire realm trembled at the prospect of its utterance. I, too, have always felt somehow set apart from the world of men. A stranger to my own species. She taught me that my solitude was not a curse, but a gift. And that, though my journey to the truth might be a lonely one, what I found at my destination would be more than worth the cost.
Do you still feel that way? That you're not one of us?
Honestly, I'm not entirely sure anymore. Since coming to the hideaway, I find my thinking somewhat clouded. Perhaps the result of studying mankind from a rather closer perspective than I had intended. But the more I study, the more I find value in this perspective. In looking not from the outside, but from within. So if you'll permit me, I'd like to continue my work here. Remember, Clive, when enough people believe, belief begets truth. Give the men and women of this benighted world the gift of truth. Make them believe in you, as I do.
I'll try, Vivian.
We will try.
I'll try.
Quest complete. An inconvenient truth. Oh, we got a curiosity. Nice. Vivian Ninetail's scholarly headwear, awarded to her upon the completion of her studies at the University of Canva. Give the men and women of this benighted world a gift of truth. Make them believe in you as I do. It's one side. Oh, now we have hunts left. So completing a side quest did unlock a bounty. That is in Waloed in Garnick. Why'd that appear now? We were just there. Oh well. Right, where do we have to go? Mid dungeon. There's two there. Let's do them while we're here. At least do one of them. Don't know how long all these will take. Oh, how'd you get up there? Let's do that one.
What do you think happened to Miss Middledore?
Oh, there is a staircase on the other side.
Miss Shirley says your books made quite an impression on the children. You've inspired them all to become writers themselves.
Is that so?
I will not let them be forgotten.
Oh, hi Herman.
Sid, may I have a moment?
Of course.
Of course.
It is an honor to finally speak with you. My name is Herman. I've been with the Cursebreakers for some time now, and I wish to be deployed to Ash. Any assignment will do.
No. The lands across the Narrow are too dangerous. I will not send good men and women to risk their lives needlessly. Why would you want to go back?
It's his home.
I need to retrieve something. Something important. I was raised in an orphanage. The Badbach Conservatory. Or rather, I was held captive there. It was not a place of nurture. It existed solely to turn bearer children into mindless weapons. We were tortured until we feared no pain. Tormented until our hearts turned to stone. And few ever survived long enough to become tools of the last king.
I can't imagine.
I lost so many. I can't even remember all their names. But they must be remembered. They cannot fade away, faceless and forgotten. The Institute was run with military precision. Every child measured, every name recorded, every death logged with meticulous care. Sid, allow me to travel to Ash and recover the registry so that my brothers and sisters might live on.
No, I'll go ahead. I'll go instead.
You were a good friend, Herman. But the fact remains that Ash is simply too dangerous.
Sid, please. Even should it cost me my life.
Too dangerous for you, Herman. But not for me. I'll go to Badbach and find the registry.
You will?
Of course.
I won't let you risk your life.
I don't know how to thank you.
You can start by telling me where I'll find this orphanage.
Vida Grace. Hidden in a forest, overlooking the plains.
All right. I'll see what I can find there.
May the mothers guide you.
Litany of Errors. Right. Back to where we just came from. I suppose, seeing as we're going there, we might as well do the, do the thingy again. Again? Not again. You know what I mean. Do the bounty. Cursebreakers came across this creature while searching for survivors near the abandoned village of Garnick. Misled by the abomination's appearance into thinking she might be a local woman. They went to offer their help, but soon it was they who were seeking salvation. The survivors say they can still hear the screams, both those of the white and those of the fallen comrades. Ooh. Let's quickly go there then. Come on, Ambrosia. Almost forgot its name then.
Yeah!
Let's go there first.
I can walk from here.
Ah, there it is. Gizamiluk. Okay. Weird name.
Harmon's madness lives on.
Fine hand.
To me, Flames!
Take this. Come on, almost done it. Come on, let's charge a Mega Flare, shall we? Should have done that at the start, to be fair. Come on, charge, please. There we go, level 3. There it is. There we go. Notorious Mark slain. Oh. Put the fan on and it's getting a bit hot and I couldn't turn it off. Clouded Eyes, Sharp Fang and Magic Dash.
Rest in peace.
Right, Ambrosia, time to go to where we need to go now.
Come on.
Let's get rid of that. It sucks that it doesn't do more of the Chocobo theme while you're riding it. So I wouldn't mind to hear this game's version of it. Right, that's the entrance up ahead, right? I think so.
That'll do, girl.
Ambrosia can't go any further.
This must be the orphanage. Hopefully the registry is still here.
It's we've already cleared the area out, haven't we? So hopefully. Right, can I get lucky again? A registry would be hidden, right? So would it be hidden? Let's go with this one. Bad Buck Conservatory Writ of Incorporation. Nope.
Disposed of.
Conditioning schedule.
Conditioning. This is nothing short of torture. Herman wasn't exaggerating. It's a wonder he survived this place.
I recently learned of my own daughter was among the children turned to stone by the brutal training I subjected them to. not so much a thought of her since handing her over to the authorities as a babe, but inquiries with the military confirmed it. It was her. I had been torturing my own flesh and blood, and now I see her everywhere. Today, one of the children smiled at me in the hope of receiving a few scraps from my table. It was her smile. The smile she inherited from her mother. The mother I killed for giving birth to a bearer. Shit. The ghosts have all come back to haunt me. My daughters, my wife's, all of them. All those children. So many have died at my hand. I can bear the guilt no longer. And so I have decided tomorrow I too must die. It will be the last order I give those poor wretches. Last torment I subject them to. I will command them to tear me limb from limb and inter my accursed corpse beneath the white tree whose crooked hands reach to the sky in supplication. And besides me, my shame, my curse, the records of their names, all those I have wronged. Okay,
This reads like a suicide note.
Yeah.
Did the director go through with his plan?
White tree.
There's only one way to find out.
That looks like that leafless one. Maybe. Technically they're all got white bark on them. But I suppose that's the biggest one.
A forked white tree. This must be the place.
Inspect.
Could he really be buried here?
Probably.
There's something hidden among the roots. Let's see. This must be the registry.
Yeah, it definitely is. Hans, Alfred, Franz, Paulina, Bruno, Joanna, Reinhard, Marta, Lothar, Dietrich. Only that? I'm guessing it carries on, but...
So many names. This place was a slaughterhouse. But where is the architect of all this misery?
Him, probably.
It was only a matter of time, I suppose. This place is cursed.
Take this. Oh, point blank.
Give me thunder! It's over!
There we go. Enemies slain. Bloody hell, we got a lot of stuff from that. Bearer registry.
I'm done here. Let's get the registry back to Herman.
Clive, can we burn this place to the ground, please? Don't want anyone coming back finishing what they started. Right, carrying on what they started. I'm assuming we're gonna somehow deal with all the Aether floods. Maybe. I don't know. wish there was a quicker route up to there. I really do. Oh, do we have enough for a reward?
Welcome to the Patron's Whisper. Is everything we've received and everything
We do
promised?
Indeed. If the drunken galley captain I shared a table with last night is to be believed, word of your exploits has made its way across the seas to the great continent. What is more, she claims there are those who would see you flourish, herself being one such woman, Gareth. Genji gloves.
All yours.
Ooh. Now we're just missing 430? Yeah.
Come again. I may have...
Genji gloves, Genji gloves. Oh yeah, they weren't as good, were they? Increased damage dealt to enemies by 5%. Is that it? Aren't Genji gloves meant to be really good? The Genji armor is meant to be a really good armor in any game. You know what? Why not? It's an extra 5% damage.
More for ya.
Pardon me.
I hear that you traveled to Ash, Cid.
Did indeed.
Did you by any chance recover the names of my fallen friends?
I did. Yes.
A concise and disturbingly detailed record of bearer orphan deaths at the Badbach Conservatory.
If I may? The bearer registry. The director was a brutal man. He got no worse than he deserved.
The registry was all I found beneath the tree. There was no sign of a body. Nor any record of what happened to the children after the orphanage closed.
I pray that at least some of them survived. All their names are here. The ones we lost. My friends. My light in those dark times. I can still remember their faces, like it was yesterday. Children who were taken from their bunks in the morning, never to return. No explanation ever offered.
They'd be happy to know that you survived, Herman.
But why did I make it out alive, when so many others died in that awful place?
It's not your fault. And blaming yourself won't bring them back. Honor their memory. See that their names live on. That way, at least. They're never truly gone.
That is true.
Thank you. Cid, I'm going to write a book. An account of the horrors of Badbach, and the spirit of those its custodians sought to crush. All of Valisthea will know of our suffering. And in the name of those I lost, I will not let it happen again.
Neither will I.
These records would have been buried for all eternity, were it not for you. Thank you.
You're very welcome. Quest complete. Litany of errors. Right, I'm gonna end here, I think. Because that was a heavy part that we just gone through. yeah, I'm going to end here, take a little break, and then I will be back. So to whoever's watching, cheers, and till next one.